In the quiet darkness just before sleep, imagine yourself lying comfortably beneath a vast velvety sky. Above you, the moon hangs softly, a glowing lantern in the night, bathing the world below in a tender silver light that feels like a whisper. Its glow is not harsh or demanding. Instead, it offers a kind of calm conversation between the heavens and your soulless steady presence that has watched over Earth and your ancestors for billions of years. Think for a moment about the moon, not just as a bright orb in the sky, but as a gentle companion guiding the rhythms of our world. The moon doesn't rush, it doesn't shout. It moves with a slow, quiet dance, rising and setting with a grace that has become as natural and reassuring as your own breath. It reminds your body and mind that some things happen on their own time, neither too fast nor too slow. And in this subtle timing, there is comfort. You might not realize it, but the moon has shaped the very fabric of your days and nights, your seasons, and even the rise of life itself. Its presence is less about spectacle and more about steady influence spooling on the ocean's tides, nudging the Earth's tilt and creating the gentle pulses in the environment that life listens to closely. Picture Earth as a spinning top under the moon's watchful eyes. Your planet leans just a little, not too much, not too little, about 23.5 degrees. This tilt gives us seasons, the slow unfolding of springs, gentle warmth and winter's hush. Without the moon's steady hand, this tilt might wobble wildly, like a top losing its balance, causing chaotic swings in climate and bringing storms of unpredictability. But thanks to the moon's quiet tug, Earth's tilt dances within a narrow, safe range, a cosmic lullaby gently sung over eons. The tides, that rhythmic rise and fall of the ocean's edges where land meets sea, seem like the ocean's breathing. Each high and low tide is a heartbeat, a soft pulsing that's shaped by the moon's gravity, pulling the water toward it. Imagine the moon reaching down, curling fingers around the oceans, beckoning them to rise slowly up the shores, and then recede back in delicate waves. This dance not only creates beautiful coastlines, but also provided life's earliest laboratory-style tidal pools, where chemistry and water embrace, dry, and then revive in an endless cycle. In those ancient pools, essential molecules, building blocks of life, might have first gathered, bond, and began the slow and miraculous journey toward living cells. The moon's simple, patient rhythm might have been life's first metronomy. As you drift, your mind might wander to ancient peoples who never had clocks or smartphones, but counted time by watching that glowing, changing face in the sky. Moon waxed and waned in a rhythm of about 29.5 days, a natural calendar painted in silver light. This gentle cycle guided planting and harvesting, hunts and festivals. Stories passed from one generation to another. And beyond practical uses, the moon entered stories and myths, woven into the fabric of human imagination. To some, it was a goddess riding through the heavens. To others, a wise old guardian or a playful trickster. It became a symbol of change and constancy all at once, waxing and waning, but always returning. Your own body, even now in the soft glow of this telling, might subtly echo with these lunar rhythms. Studies hint that the moon's phases could influence how icily you fall asleep or how deeply you rest. Perhaps it's the lingering melody of ancient cycles, imprinted in your biology, tugging quietly as you ease into dreams. Let your thoughts gently ripple like tidal pools. Imagine the moon as a cosmic partner, one who doesn't demand your gaze but invites it with kindness, offering a lullaby of light and gravity. It holds Earth in a tender embrace, not too tight, but just enough to steady the spinning, breathing planet beneath you. As you settle deeper into your restful place, allow the rhythm of the moon's journey to guide your own. Breathe slowly, feel the steady pull of the tides within your body, a wave of calm moving in and out. You are part of this vast dance, connected by invisible threads of time, gravity, and light. Before you close your eyes completely, consider this: the moon is not just a rocky ball circling your world. It is a storyteller, holding billions of years of secrets, patiently waiting to whisper its ancient wisdom. And as you drift further into sleep, you might carry with you the soft glow of that silver companion, steady and true. Tomorrow, we will wander deeper into this cosmic friendship, exploring how the moon's gentle pull has shaped Earth's tilter, quiet architect of your seasons. For now, rest in the moonlight's soft embrace. Let it be your guide through twilight's peaceful moments, like a slow brush of wind across calm waters. Good night. under the moon's watchful gaze. Whispered in soft silver light, a hidden dance turns day to night. A cosmic partner so true and near, keeps our seasons steady, clear. Let's breathe in rhythms that quietly flow and gently know. Imagine for a moment, a spinning top, slowly twirling on a smooth wooden table. As it spins, the top doesn't stay perfectly still. It wobbles, tilts, and sways, tracing slow circles with its pointed end. Now, picture our beautiful Earth as that top, spinning through space in a similar graceful and imperfect ballet. Earth spins on its axis, tilted gently about 23.5 degrees away from straight up. This tilt the planet's quiet linear is the reason we have seasons, that magical cycle of blooming springs, sunny summers, crisp falls, and snowy winters. But here's the secret. Earth's tilt is not fixed like a statue. Without a steadying hand, it would wobble wildly, much like a spinning top losing control. This unpredictable wobble would send seasons careening from one extreme to another. Summer might scorch the poles while winters blanketed the equator with ice, flipping our familiar world upside down. Now, who is Earth's steadying hand? It's the quiet moon, our constant companion in the dark sky. Though it just glows softly and turns slowly above us, the moon gently tugs and pulls at Earth in a gravitational embrace that keeps our tilt from spinning out of control. This partnership is cosmic, choreography at its finest. Let's follow this story a bit more closely, floating gently into the science behind it. Picture the Earth spinning like a dancer, tilted just enough to create the beautiful variation in sunlight that gives us seasons. Meanwhile, the moon circles nearby, locked in a gravitational dance with our planet, pulling ever so slightly on the Earth's equatorial bulge caused by its own spin. This pull is like a steady hand on a spinning bicycle wheel, stabilizing Earth's wobble called axial precession. Without the moon's presence, Earth's axial tilt could change wildly over time, bumping and swinging uncontrollably. But thanks to the moon's gravitational pull, this tilt usually nudges only a few degrees back and forth in cycles lasting tens of thousands of years, a gentle sway rather than chaotic swings. Imagine what a world would be like with the poles tipping toward the sun so directly they kissed its warmth for months, turning icy landscapes into steaming jungles, only to swing back the other way, blanketed in endless frost. Such extreme shifts would upset the balance of life, forcing plants and animals to constantly cope with new climates without a reliable rhythm. Instead, Earth's seasons hold a delicate, soothing steadiness. The moon's presence creates this cosmic stability, a background harmony allowing life to flourish in familiar patterns year after year. Now, if you'll allow your mind to drift like a leaf carried by a soft breeze, consider our neighboring planet Mars. Mars shares a similar tilt, about 25 degrees, but it has no large moon to steady it. The planet's tilt swings wildly across tens of millions of years, shifting the climate dramatically. Scientists think these changes may be one of the reasons Mars lost its flowing rivers and vast oceans. Its climate became turbulent and unpredictable, less welcoming to life as we know it. Earth, with its moon's quiet guiding hand, has been spared this violent instability. Seasons come and go with a poetic regularity, allowing ecosystems to adapt and civilizations to grow. Let's pause now to feel a little wonder. Every heartbeat of the seasons, every soft bloom in spring, and every golden leaf in autumn happens because of a subtle gravitational dialogue whispered across space between Earth and her moon. But the moon's gift does not end with seasons. Our planet spins once every 24 hours, creating the cycle of day and night. When Earth was very young, its spin was much faster, days lasting only a few hours long. The moon's slow, steady pull has acted like a cosmic brake, rubbing against Earth's rotation through a gentle process called tidal friction. This friction, caused by the moon's gravity tugging on Earth's oceans, gradually slows our planet's spin, inching days longer over billions of years. This slowing gives the sun's warmth time to spread evenly across Earth's surface through the day, tempering the forces of wind and weather. Imagine the chaos if days were just 6 hours long, a rush from sunrise to sunset, barely enough time to rest, grow, or dream. The moon's tug creates balance, not just in tilt, but in time itself, and there is more subtle magic in those tides. The ocean's rhythm of rising and falling. You may have noticed the tide's faithful footsteps on the shoreline, twice daily, guided mostly by the moon's gravity. These tides breathe life into coastal ecosystems, stirring nutrients and shaping habitats that nurture countless creatures, long before humans understood gravity or orbits. Ancient peoples noticed this dependable rhythm. Early farmers, fishermen, and travelers subtly learned to track the moon's phases to anticipate tides, seasons, and timing for planting or harvesting. The moon became their natural clock, guiding human activity through cycles as old as life itself. Even if today we no longer rely on moonlight to find our way or tide tables to know the ocean's moods, this connection remains woven deep in our story. Let your thoughts settle softly on this idea, a quiet partner in the sky silently orchestrating the passage of time, the cycles of growth, rest, and renewal. The moon asks for nothing but offers everything: stability, rhythm, and light in the darkness. As you prepare to float off to sleep, imagine the moon poised high above, a calm guardian reflecting sunlight gently down to earth. Feel the subtle pull as tides rise tenderly along distant shores. Picture Earth's axis, steady and unwavering, held in place by this silent companion's embrace. This lunar lullaby is nature's own musica soft, cosmic pulse beating through nights and seasons, past and future. And so, the moon's dance with Earth is not just a story of gravity and physics, but a quiet blessing. It is a reminder that even the grandest forces can speak in gentle whispers, that behind every seasonal change, every ebb of the tide, there is a cosmic rhythm inviting us to rest, dream, and grow. Tonight, as you close your eyes, feel that ancient dance carrying you softly through the hours of world, balanced and serene, guided by the moon's tender influence, steady as a heartbeat, simple as a breath. Sleep now, wrapped in that silver light. The seasons await your waking, and the moon will be there when you rise, steady, endless, and true. Beneath the calm turn of the night sky, Earth holds a secret rhythm, a subtle lean that gifts us the quiet passage of seasons. In this chapter, we drift softly into the science of Earth's tilt, its celestial choreography with the moon, and the tender balance that shapes the world's rhythms. Together, we'll follow this gentle dancer, an enduring, unseen embrace that beckons the cycle of life, growth, and rest. Imagine yourself lying in a soft field, cradled by the cool breath of night. The moon's pale light washing over the world like a whispered lullaby. The stars shimmer faintly in the distance, but your eyes are drawn to the vast globe beneath them, our home Earth, quietly turning in a timeless waltz. What you might not notice is that Earth is not spinning perfectly upright. Instead, it tilts just a little by about 23.5 degrees. This tiny tilt, this subtle leaning, is the secret behind the changing seasons, the slow unfolding of spring blossoms, summer warmth, amber autumn leaves, and quiet winter snow. It is a gentle nod from the cosmos, a slow swing of the planet's axis that turns sunlight into the beautiful story we live by. Let's settle deeper now and imagine Earth's tilt as a fragile, exquisite balance, a delicate dance sustained by the quiet gravity of the moon. Like a dancer held in graceful posture by a supporting partner, our planet's tilt would wobble unpredictably without the moon's gentle hand. The science of this wobble is known as axial tilt or obliquity, and the moon acts as Earth's stabilizer. Without this celestial chaperone, Earth could lean and sway wildly its tilt, ranging between almost no tilt at all, which would erase seasons, to a staggering maximum tilt of around 60 degrees. Such wild gyrations would create dramatic, unpredictable swings in climate chaotic rhythm, where a tropical summer might envelop the poles one era, and icy darkness descend in another. Picture the silent world beneath such erratic tilts. Deserts, where oceans once flowed, summers so fierce that forests wilt, and winters deep enough to freeze the soil solid for decades. In that world, life would find no gentle steadiness, no reliable cycle to follow. Growing food, migrating birds, even the daily habits of creatures large and small, would be caught in a tempest of change. Yet, here we are, living in a world where the tilt shifts gently, only a few degrees in either direction, over tens of thousands of years. This majestic moderation is a testament to the moon's gravitational pull, the unseen force that steadies our planet's axis like a cosmic hand on a spinning top dot. But how does the moon accomplish this quiet balance? It's all about gravity, the invisible threads pulling between Earth and its lunar companion. The moon's mass, though only a fraction of Earth's, is proportionally large for a satellite. about 1/4 of Earth's diameter, which is quite unusual in the solar system. This generous size means its gravitational embrace is strong, enough to hold sway over Earth's tilt, preventing the planet from wobbling too far away from its comfortable angle. Slowing Earth's wobble avoids wild climate swings and helps stabilize the delicate environment in which life flourishes. This steady tilt ensures that each year, the sun's rays trace predictable pathways across continents, coaxing plants to bloom when daylight lengthens, animals to prepare for winter's hush, and humans to mark the passage of time with rituals and stories. If Earth were a spinning top without its moon, that top would be clumsily unsteady, tipping too far this way and then that, giving us a planet of weather extremes and unpredictability, a world inhospitable to large, complex life as we know it. The moon doesn't scream for attention, it just pulls quietly, like a reassuring breath beside a restless dreamer. This celestial dance also reminds us that Earth's tilt isn't fixed, it gently shifts in a cycle of about 41,000 years. A slow, steady rhythm we call an obliquity cycle. The moon's gravitational pull keeps the amplitude of this cycle small, holding our planet within a gentle sway rather than a wild tilt. Take a deep breath and imagine this over millennia. As the tilt nudges from one end of its narrow range to the other, Earth's climate gently responds. Ice sheets grow and shrink, rainfall patterns shift, ecosystems ebb and flow. These slow changes sculpt the landscape and encourage the blossoming of new species, the return of old ones, and the endless unfolding of life's story. To glimpse what would happen without the moon's guidance, we might look just next door to our neighbor Mars. Mars, like Earth, tilts on its axis by nearly 25 degrees, but with two tiny moons not nearly as mighty as ours. Its tilt swings wildly from 15 to above 35 degrees, and possibly more. This instability likely caused dramatic climate changes on Mars, perhaps turning it from a wetter world to the cold, dry desert we see today. Mars reminds us, in quiet contrast, how precious and rare Earth's balanced tilt truly is. The moon not only steadies Earth's tilt, but also slows its rotation. When the planet was young, a day might have lasted only 4 to 6 hours. The moon's gravitational tug on our oceans creates tidal bulges, and these bulges act like friction brakes, drawing Earth's spin slower with time. Today, days are about 24 hours, but they are growing ever so slightly longer, thanks to this cosmic brake. This slowing spin means more gentle winds, calmer atmospheric conditions, and a climate more hospitable to life. And it gives the rhythm for life's internal clocks, our circadian rhythms, from the flutter of our hearts to the ebb of our sleep cycles. In this harmonious cadence, the moon's steady presence shapes not only the world outside, but also the biology within us, as we lie here beneath the steady moonlight. Let's think for a moment about the quiet gift of this lunar partnership. The moon's influence reaches far beyond tides and seasons. It whispers stability into the very fabric of life. It has cradled our planet's tilt and spin for billions of years, quietly guarding the gentle cycles that nurture forests, fields, rivers, and dreams. All around us, from the flutter of leaves to the beating of wings, life trusts this dance, the moon and the tilt, spinning and swaying in cosmic harmony. The moon's role may be silent, but its effect echoes everywhere. It is the unseen heartbeat behind the seasons, the shadow in our long summer evenings, the promise that light returns after darkness, the rhythm in the vast ancient clock of the natural world. So, as you drift now toward sleep, imagine the Earth spinning softly, leaning just right, held steady by the moon's patient gravity. Feel the calm order of this ancient dance. Imagine the quiet pull of the moon cradling Earth's tilt, stabilizing, guiding, keeping time. Let your thoughts glide like gentle tides pulled by that distant orb, reflecting on the deep peace of cycles so slow they almost whisper rather than roar. In these rhythms, there is safety, there is balance, and there is a kindness woven through the movement of the cosmos. And as your breath slows, your mind quiets, and your body surrenders to rest, hold close the cosmic dance that makes this world a place of wonder and home. The moon's quiet choreography carries life's promise, steady, patient, enduring. Good night, and may your dreams flow gently with the tilt of the Earth and the soft embrace of the moon's gravity, singing the slow lullaby of the universe. Beneath the vast star-speckled sky, our Earth leans ever so slightly, a quiet tilt that shapes the world's rhythm. a slow, celestial embrace between planet and moon, guiding the turning of seasons like a whispered lullaby. This delicate balance keeps life's song steady and true, a gentle dance unfolding beneath the moon's watchful glow. Imagine yourself lying beneath a vast velvet sky, where the night sighs softly and the moon's pale light falls over the sleeping earth like a tender breath. Above, stars shimmer gently, far away yet steady, while below, our world spins quietly, not perfectly upright, but tilted, leaning just a little, about 23.5 degrees, a small, almost imperceptible tilt that holds a secret far greater than its size might suggest. This subtle lean, that simple tilt, is the quiet heartbeat behind the changing seasons, turning sunlight into a story that unfolds year after year. It is the reason we welcome spring's tender bloom, long for summer's warmth, watch leaves turn amber gold in the autumn, and feel the hush of winter's snow. Like a cosmic nod, Earth's axis leans gently as it journeys around the sun, painting the slow dance of seasons. Now, let's go a little deeper, settling into this cosmic rhythm and imagining Earth's tilt as a fragile, exquisite balance, a dance so delicate it relies on a partner unseen but always there. The moon, like a practiced dancer held steady by a graceful partner. Earth's tilt would wobble and sway wildly without the moon's silent, steadying hand. This wobble, known as axial tilt or obliquity, describes how Earth's axis leans and shifts over time. But thanks to the moon's weighty but gentle pull, this wobble stays calm. Without the moon, Earth's tilt could swing wildly, sometimes nearly straight up, wiping away the seasons, and other times tipping as far as 60 degrees, an angle so extreme that the poles would face the sun directly for months, turning icy deserts to lush jungles and plunging equators into long, frozen darkness. Picture the silent world beneath such wild swings, a planet tossed by unpredictable seasons. Deserts might spread where oceans once ebbed, summers could scorch forests until they wilt, and winters might freeze the very soil beneath your feet for decades. In such chaos, life would struggle to find steady rhythms to grow, feed, or rest. Crops would fail without reliable seasons, animals would lose their migration cues, and even the simplest days would feel unpredictable. Yet here we are, in a world where these swings are gentle, only a few degrees back and forth across many thousands of years. The moon's steady embrace keeps Earth's tilt from wobbling wildly, as if cradling the planet's axis like a quiet hand on a spinning wheel, preventing it from jittering too far in this direction or that. Imagine the moon's silent tug, persistent and patient, pulling on the Earth not harshly, but just enough to steady the dance. This pull works much like a thumb gently balancing a spinning top, keeping it upright even as it twirls through the vastness of space. Other celestial bodies, like the sun and planets, also nudge Earth's spin and orbit, but none do so with the same quiet, consistent influence as our familiar lunar companion. The moon's size and distance are just right, not too close, not too far, not too heavy, not too light, crafting a cosmic partnership that has allowed life here to find its own rhythm and flourish. This calm, balanced tilt has far-reaching effects. It means flowers bloom and wither on schedule. Birds and butterflies migrate at the right time. Humans build communities, festivals, and cultures anchored in this steady celestial clockwork. Even the slow shifts in Earth's axis follow a graceful pattern called precession, a wobble that traces a great circle in the sky roughly every 26,000 years. This slow spin of Earth's axis changes how the seasons align over time and plays a quiet role in tipping Earth toward ice ages and warm periods. Imagine standing at the edge of an ancient forest, the first pale light of dawn filtering softly through leaves aged with time. The seasons paint the landscape in a palette of greens, golds, and silvers, an ever-changing story told in the language of Earth's gentle tilt, held in balance by the moon's steady hand. Breathe in deeply and let your body settle into the night's soft embrace. As you do, think of the moon as more than just a glowing orb overhead. It is a cosmic guardian, a partner in the dance of life, patiently holding the balance that makes seasons, growth, rest, and renewal possible. This quiet presence has watched over our planet for billions of years, a gentle force anchoring the wheel of life as it turns under endless stars. And as you close your eyes, imagine the slow, graceful spin of Earth beneath the dark sky. held upright and steady by the moon's patient puller dance of light and shadow, of seasons that shift and tides that rise and fall, harmonizing life's rhythms in a cosmic lullaby. Moon doesn't shout or blaze like the sun. It doesn't rumble like a storm or flash with the brilliance of a comet. It simply pulls, gently and endlessly, creating tides in the oceans and steadying the tilt that shapes our climate in the distant past. Earth spun much faster. Day might have lasted only 4 or 5 hours, but as the moon's gravity tugged on our planet, it slowly dragged against this spin, lengthening our days until they settled into the familiar 24-hour rhythm we know today. This gradual slowing helped temper winds and calm the atmosphere, creating yet another nurturing gift of the moon's influence. Without this steady presence, Earth might be like Mars, with a tilt that's wild and changeable. Mars' 2 small moons, irregular and distant, can't hold its axis steady. It seasons very wildly over millennia, turning it a harsh and less forgiving world. But Earth, with its large, close moon, enjoys the comfort of consistency, that loop, predictably, ecosystems that rely on these rhythms, and a climate that remains hospitable to the intricate web of life that calls this planet home. So tonight, as you drift deeper into sleep, carry the thought of this delicate cosmic dance with you, the quiet hand of the moon, holding Earth's tilt steady, the slow turning of seasons like verses in a timeless poem, and the rhythm of life that flows under this gentle partnership. In this slow and steady embrace, may you find peace, a reminder that even in the vastness of space and time, there is balance, there is order, and there is room for dreams to grow as naturally as the flowers that bloom with the turning of the year. Sleep well, cradled by the rhythms of the stars and held gently by a moon that whispers calm through the ages. Beneath the gentle moonlit waves lies a universe unseen, a world where mysteries breathe softly and life dances in quiet currents. In the deep blue, ancient stories unfold in rhythms slow and steady, inviting us to listen to the whispers of the ocean, to the secrets held in silence, and to the pulse of existence intertwined with water's embrace. Let us descend gently into these depths, where science and wonder meet in a lullaby of discovery, flowing like tides into dreams. Imagine, if you will, a place not found by sunlight, alone, a realm beneath the waves, where the world is painted in shifting blues and whispers. The ocean, vast and endless, carries stories older than mountains, its symphony both soft and profound. As night falls and the moon lights our sky with silver fingers, it also drapes this hidden kingdom in a muted glow, inviting us to slow down, breathe deeply, and journey inward to explore its quiet wonders. Close your eyes for a moment and picture a gradual descent beneath that shimmering surface. The water embraces you, cool and tender. Light filters from above, dappling and dancing, softening every edge. Here, the world moves in rhythms set by the moon, tides guiding currents and creatures alike in a timeless waltz. It's a world that seems still to the hurried eye, but is alive with gentle motion, a steady heartbeat beneath the quiet. The ocean covers more than 70% of our planet, an expansive blue embrace holding secrets and life in equal measure. Though it may sometimes feel separate from us, the ocean is intimately connected to our story. Its waters, stirred by lunar pull, shaped climates, sculpted shores, and cradled the earliest whispers of existence. Long before forests grew or animals walked the land, life began here in salt and spray, in sun-warmed pools, in the ebb and flow of tides. In these shallow tidal zones, where water meets land with a soft embrace, ancient life first found its rhythm. Imagine tiny, simple organisms hundreds of millions of years ago, riding the currents, sheltered in pools left behind as tides retreated. These pools were nature's laboratories. Under the sun's embrace, molecules mingled, combined, and slowly, patiently, fashioned the building blocks of life itself. It was here, in the gentle oscillation between wet and dry, between light and darkness, that chemistry blossomed into biology. The ocean's pulse is not just in these primordial spaces, but continues deep beyond our sight, where darkness stretches vast and velvety. In the deep sea, where sunlight cannot reach, the ocean is alive with creatures as strange as dreams. Giant squid glide through the ink-black waters, their eyes large and luminous like stars. Bioluminescent beings flicker and shimmer, weaving light into darkness like underwater fireflies. This quiet glow is not sunshine borrowed, but light born from life itself. an ancient glow that has endured through eons. The depths conceal secrets that challenge our imagination and stretch the boundaries of what we know. Hydrothermal vents, plumes of heat and minerals spewing from cracks in the Earth's crust, breathe new life into these shadowed places. Here, life thrives not on sunlight, but on chemical conversations between rock and sea. Tubeworms and microbes dance in swirling clouds of superheated water, a testament to life's determination and ingenuity. These vents remind us that life's heartbeat can resonate even in the most unlikely places, flowing softly around the globe. Ocean currents act like great rivers beneath the sea, quietly shaping climates and carrying warmth to distant shores. The Gulf Stream, for instance, delivers balmy waters from tropical seas to northern lands, softening winters and nurturing ecosystems far from where the sun shines brightest. These unseen pathways bring balance to the Earth, a reminder of how interconnected life truly is. Without these currents, many of the places we call home would be much colder, much quieter. Coral reefs, often called the rainforests of the sea, are masterpieces of complexity nestled in sunlit shallows. These vibrant gardens teem with life that flash through the water like living jewels, corals that build fragile cities of calcium and light, and creatures whose lives are entwined like delicate threads in a tapestry. The reefs pulse with lunar rhythm as well, mass spawning events, where countless coral colonies release eggs and sperm in unison, rely on the moon's timing to create a brilliant burst of life. This dance ensures survival, a grand gesture of hope and renewal in the underwater world. It's beautiful to consider how many forms of life, big and small, depend on the moon's gentle hand in the tides and light. Sea turtles, for instance, emerge from the depths under moonlit skies to lay their eggs on sandy beaches. Just days later, hatchlings use the brightness of the moonlight to find their way to the ocean's welcoming waves. This ancient connection, written in DNA and honed across millennia, is a silent dialogue between land, sea, and sky. Even creatures who do not depend on tides still dance subtly to the lunar beat. Some fish feed and migrate in patterns attuned to the phases of the moon. Certain squid and plankton species adjust their behavior based on moonlight's glow, avoiding predators or timing their movements for safety. This pervasive influence stretches far beyond biology, shaping ecosystems in subtle but essential ways. Now, float back up toward the shimmering surface and breathe deeply once more. Let us reflect on the quiet majesty of this vast, watery world. The ocean teaches us about patience, the slow turning of tides, the gradual shaping of continents, the evolution of life adapting in infinite ways. It reminds us that science is not always about sudden explosions of discovery, but about gentle unfolding, about rhythms and cycles that invite our curiosity and respect. As you lie there, feeling the rise and fall of your own breath, imagine the ocean's pulse echoing softly within you. You are connected to this ancient, flowing world. Its tides move through your blood, its cycles through your heart. Just as the moon pulls the seas in a steady embrace, so too does the ocean pull at the threads of life's story, weaving a future shaped by balance, rhythm, and grace. Let this thought lull you not as a fleeting spark, but as a steady flame of wonder and calm. The ocean's mysteries are vast, but they are also tender. They invite us to listen deeply, to embrace the quiet, and to remember that even in darkness, life shines with its own light. Rest now in this gentle knowing. The tides will continue their timeless dance. The moon will cradle the night, and beneath it all, the deep whispers of the ocean will carry you toward dreams, a lullaby, older than time itself. Good night, and may your dreams flow as softly and surely as the sea. In twilight's hush, the earth begins to sway, a gentle tilt that paints the year's ballet. The moon's soft hand holds steady through the night, guiding the seasons in harmonious light. Together they weave nature's timeless way. Word count: 1,467 words. As evening deepens and your breath softens, imagine yourself standing on a quiet hill beneath the vast twilight sky. The first stars shyly twinkle above, and there, low on the horizon, the moon begins its silvery ascent. It is easy to see the moon as a calm, luminous companion, whispering secrets as it floats silently through the heavens. But tonight, we will take a gentle journey into a more subtle, yet wondrous dance, the delicate tilt of our earth and the quiet, steadfast role the moon plays in keeping this dance both graceful and steady. Our Earth is not perfectly upright as it spins. Instead, it leans ever so slightly, tilted at an angle of about 23.5 degrees. This tilt may seem small, barely noticeable when you gaze around you, but it is the invisible hand behind one of the most beautiful and vital rhythms of life. On our planet, the changing seasons, when the northern half of Earth tips toward the sun, its days grow warmer and longer. We call it summer. When it tips away, the sun shines less directly, days shorten, and winter blankets the land. Meanwhile, below the equator, this cycle plays in reverse, creating a world of harmonious balance. Now, close your eyes for a moment and picture the Earth as a spinning top. When you spin a top, it doesn't remain perfectly still. Its axis wobbles, slightly a slow and graceful dance we call precession. Our planet is much the same, but here's where the story becomes truly magical. Without the moon, this wobble would be wild and unpredictable. Imagine if the Earth swayed like a toddler, learning to walk, never settling into a steady rhythm. Seasons might shift wildly from year to year. One moment, the poles might point directly at the sun, turning the icy Arctic into a summer oasis. The next, they might drift into long, dark winters. For plants, animals, and all life that depends on the gentle, predictable cycle of seasons, such instability could be a great challenge. Thankfully, the moon is Earth's silent guardian, holding the planet's lean gently in check. Its gravity, ever present and patient, pulls just enough to slow the wobble, restricting Earth's tilt to sway only by a few degrees over tens of thousands of years. It is as if the moon cradles Earth in a cosmic embrace, steadying its spin and ensuring that the warmth of summer and the chill of winter return with comforting certainty year after year. As you breathe in this knowledge, imagine the moon's steady light bathing the Earth, not blazing like the sun, but softly illuminating the world below. It is a guiding presence for countless creatures and a quiet partner in the unfolding story of life. Now let us wander further into this cosmic choreography, a story of shadows and light, time and tide. The moon's gentle tug does more than just keep Earth's tilt balanced. It shapes the very rhythm of our oceans. Tides rise and fall with the moon's passage, a dance of the sea that has been ongoing for billions of years. Think of the tides as the ocean's heartbeat, pulsing in time with the lunar cycle, moving water across shores and reefs, nurturing life in the quiet nursery of tidal pools. Long ago, when Earth was young and wild, the moon was much closer, and its pull was far stronger. The tides then might have risen like towering waves, flooding ancient shores and mixing the chemicals that would eventually spark life's first flickers. These tidal pools, warming in the sun and drying as the tide receded, became natural laboratories, stirring molecules together in a dance of chance and chemistry. Without the moon's rhythmic pull, these mingling waters might never have formed so perfectly, and life's emergence could have endured a very different beginning. Even today, the moon continues to hold life's tempo. Many marine creatures time their movements by its phases, from coral reefs that burst into mass, spawning under full moons, releasing clouds of eggs and sperm, to shore crabs and fish that migrate and reproduce following lunar patterns. Some experiments revealed that these rhythms are not just reactions to the environment, but are woven deep into biology itself, internal clocks that tick in tune with the moon. Beyond the oceans, the moon's light guides more than just nocturnal creatures. It has marked time and shaped culture for humans since time immemorial. Early civilizations, with no clocks or calendars, watched the moon wax and wane to organize planting, harvesting, and festivals. The moon has been our most ancient calendar, a quiet glowing metronome that marked the passage of months, seasons, and years. Imagine the first farmers, standing in fields, eyes lifted towards the sky, noting the moon's shape as they planted seeds or prepared for harvest. The cycles they observed were gifts, unspoken guides that helped ensure food and survival. Many traditions still carry echoes of this wisdom today, from the naming of moons like the harvest moon or hunter's moon to the rhythms of planting, followed by gardeners who trust the moon's phases to coax life from the soil. And now, as you let these thoughts settle, picture the moon's calm glow at night. Before electricity, its silvery light lit the darkness, making travel and gathering possible long after the sun had set. People told stories beneath its watchful eye, drawing together in circles warmed by firelight and silver shadows, sharing myths and dreams throughout the world. the moon has been a character in human imagination, a watchful guardian, a mischievous trickster, a gentle grandmother, or a lonely traveler. Its phases have inspired myths that speak of balance, transformation, and renewal. From the rabbit-pounding rice in East Asia, to the Norse myths of a wolf chasing the moon, to the tales of lunar gods in Mesopotamia and India, the moon has been part of our stories as much as it has been part of our sky, even our sleep. That peaceful surrender to night's embrace may still carry whispers of the moon's influence. Studies suggest that even in modern times, without clear moonlight, our bodies sometimes change with the lunar cycle sleep, becoming lighter or restless around full moons. Perhaps these subtle rhythms are remnants of an ancient connection, a shared dance that began when we were still waking to the world. As your mind gently travels through this space, consider the moon's quiet power. It does not blaze, roar, or demand attention. Instead, it offers steady light, a calm pulse in the darkness, a soft rhythm beneath the sky's vastness. It is a companion to tides in time, a partner to seasons, an anchor in the vast cosmic sea. Tonight, in this very moment, the moon continues its silent orbit, a constant in a world of change. Its story is the story of patience, balance, and quiet influencia, reminder that even the gentlest forces, given enough time, can shape worlds. As you settle deeper into calm, let your thoughts drift with the moon's slow journey across the night sky. Remember that in this vast universe, Earth's tilt leans just enough to bring beauty in every season, held steady by a silent guardian's pull. The tides continue their ancient ebb and flow, nurturing life and stirring the seas. And somewhere, in the gentle glow of that silvery light, there is a comforting truth. The moon and Earth dance together, in a timeless embrace that makes this world a home. May this quiet cosmic dance soothe your mind and cradle you into restful sleep, under the watchful gaze of a moon that has been with us, steady and eternal, since the beginning. Beneath the quiet tapestry of night, the stars begin their timeless dance, whispering secrets of light and time, energy and silence. As we close our eyes and surrender to their calming glow, we embark on an endless voyage across the cosmos, each star a gentle pulse in the vast dark, reminding us that even in stillness, there is motion. Even in silence, there is harmony. Tonight, we listen together to the whisper of the stars, and drift silently into dreams. Night falls like a soft blanket, wrapping the world in its gentle embrace. Above us, the sky turns deep and vast, sprinkled with countless tiny fires flickering in the coldness of space. These are the stars, distant suns burning with ancient light, their quiet glow traveling across unimaginable distances to touch our eyes and hearts. Imagine stepping out into the cool night air, breathing slowly, feeling the quiet pulse of the world as it slips into rest. The stars don't call for attention with loudness or urgency. Instead, they shimmer softly, like the delicate twinkle of a lullaby sung by the universe itself. They invite us to slow down, to breathe deeply, and to listen. Every star you see holds a story older than time, stories of birth and death, creation and renewal. Stars are not just points of light, they are cosmic engines, transforming clouds of gas and dust into radiant beacons of energy. As they burn, stars create the very elements that make up our world: carbon in your breath, calcium in your bones, and iron within your blood. How does this magic happen? It begins in a silent symphony of gravity. Vast clouds of hydrogen gather, pulled together by an invisible hand, until pockets grow so dense and hot that nuclear fires ignite. At the heart of a star, hydrogen atoms collide and fuse, releasing bursts of energy in an endless chain reaction called nuclear fusion. This gentle explosion of power has been glowing for millions or even billions of years. The Sun, our nearest star, is a perfect example. Though it feels steady and reliable, the Sun is actually a raging furnace, hotter than a million boiling pots, churning constantly to gift us warmth, light, and life. Without this steady sunbeam, Earth would be a frozen speck, dark and empty. But the stars beyond the Sun tell even grander tales. Some stars live fast and bright, burning their fuel in a brilliant blaze before fading quickly into cosmic shadows. Others burn quietly for billions of years, like slow dancers moving gracefully across the galactic stage. When a massive star finally ends its life, It does so in a spectacular explosion called a supernova, fleeting brilliant flare that scatters stardust to seed new worlds and perhaps new lives. The twinkling stars we admire are often far older and farther than we imagine. The light reaching our eyes tonight may have started its journey long before the first humans whispered stories under skies, much like this. Each blink is a gentle reminder of time's vastness, silent message from the distant past, bridging across time and space. Look closely. The patterns you see among the stars are called constellations. They are cosmic maps handed down through generations, stories drawn in light. For millennia, humans connected these stars into figures, heroes, gods, and mystical creatures, finding meaning and comfort in their shapes. These celestial pictures guided travelers, marked the changing seasons, and inspired poems. In the quiet of night, with your gaze lifted among those celestial diamonds, you become part of a cosmic storybook. You are a voyager crossing ancient skies, carried gently by the whisper of the stars. Feel the slow dance of galaxies far beyond, turning and spiraling. Vast islands of light in the endless night. Stars don't just shine, they sing. Their light carries subtle rhythms, patterns in brightness and color, the steady beat of pulsations and tiny flickers caused by orbiting planets or distant companions. Astronomers call these rhythms stellar music, a cosmic melody, if you will, expressing the star's life and health. Imagine a universe alive with silent songs, heard only by the eye trained to see or the instruments sensitive enough to listen. Among these silent harmonies, there are stars similar to our Suna Petite family called main sequence stars. These stars are stable and patient, quietly burning hydrogen in their cores and offering radiant light for eons. Our sun is one such star, a warm heart in a sea of darkness, a reliable companion in the solitude of space. Yet not all stars embrace quiet serenity. Some spin faster or swell larger, becoming giants or supergiants. These stars drift close to the end of their journeys, destined to paint the sky with dazzling bursts or quiet fades. Their life cycles remind us that even the brightest lights will one day dim, and that change is the only constant in the cosmos. Now, imagine standing beneath this starry vault, feeling the vastness around, but also a profound connection. You are made of stardust. Every atom within you was forged in the heart of a star that lived long ago. This knowledge knits together the cosmic and the intimate, grand unity between you and the universe. As you sink deeper into calmness, allow your mind to float with the stars, to become weightless in the infinite darkness. Envision the gentle flow of photons, the tiny packets of light traveling millions of miles to reach your eyes, bringing warmth from the distant sun or a whisper from a star long dead. Light bridges eternity. Take a slow breath and imagine the Milky Way, our own galaxy, a vast swirling spiral of billions of stars, stretching like a soft river of light across the night. We, on Earth, float on one of its many arms, surrounded by countless neighbors. Among them, some stars have planets, quiet worlds like our own, where mysterious life might flicker in rhythms we have yet to understand. The stars are guides, beacons for curious minds and dreamy hearts. They remind us to look up, to wonder, to feel small yet significant. They whisper of the beauty and patience, the slow unfolding of life, the turning of time, the dance of light and shadow. In this stillness, the stars teach us to find peace in impermanence. They shine steadily, not demanding anything but to be seen, to be remembered. Their light is a gift, a soft illumination in darkness, a quiet companion for nights filled with dreams. As you prepare to close your eyes, hold this calm in your heart. The stars will keep their watch, their ancient light spilling softly through the sky. They encircle you in a gentle embrace of time and space. Know that when you dream tonight, you join the endless voyage of the cosmos, carried on a sea of light and silence, tucked beneath the whisper of the stars. Good night, dear traveler. May your sleep be deep, your dreams luminous, and your spirit as vast and quiet as the star-filled sky. Beneath the quilted canopy of night, where silent stars perform their cosmic rite, we drift, connected by their ancient song, a whispered dance where all belong. Let the universe's soft music guide you along, as you nestle deeper beneath your covers, and breathe in the calm of the fading day. Imagine the velvet darkness stretching beyond your window. Above you lies a boundless sea of tiny gleams, a tranquil ocean of stars. each one a silent storyteller, whispering the secrets of time and space. The night sky is much more than a scattered collection of points of light. It is a radiant, quiet, unhurried music played by the universe, a cosmic concert that has been humming for billions of years. In this moment, as your eyelids grow heavy, imagine tuning into that delicate harmony, gently folding yourself into the vast embrace of the cosmos. Stars are born in clouds of gas and dust, places so immense and hushed that the human mind can hardly grasp their enormity. Gravity, that invisible sculptor, patiently pulls matter together, coaxing it to glow with a warmth that can only be born of fusion atoms, joining in a fiery dance to release light that will travel across the universe. This light, some ancient and some newly kindled, reaches us as the twinkle you see, a beacon of patience and persistence. Picture a single star, much like our sun, cradling planets and moons in its gentle gravitational hold. Yet, the stars themselves play a role far greater than just shining light. They guide the rhythms of galaxies, shape the fate of matter, and nurture the conditions where life, maybe even like ours, can arise. Now, let your mind drift with the stars' slow breath as they trace their slow arcs across the sky. This movement is a reminder that time itself flows differently, here measured not in hurried moments but in majestic eons. Each star you see tells a story of survival and transformation. Some stars you look upon tonight have already ceased to exist, their light arriving only now as a final farewell from across the depths. Among this grand theater, constellations emerge, patterns humans long ago connected with imagination, meaning they became more than stars. They became characters in our shared tales, guides for travelers, markers for farmers, and muses for dreamers. Take comfort in knowing that as you close your eyes tonight, you share this very gaze with countless ancestors who looked upward, longing and wondering at the same silent glimmers. Listening closer still, you might hear the gentle hum of the cosmic background, the faint afterglow of the Big Bang itself. This ancient whisper wraps around the universe like a soft lullaby, a reminder that we are all made of the same stardust, part of an unfolding story of creation and connection. And in this vastness, you can feel the steady heartbeat of black holes, the quiet giants whose gravity bends light and time. Though invisible, their presence shapes the dance of stars and bends the fabric of space in a serene, almost meditative way. Their power is immense, yet silent, a paradoxical force reminding us that much of the universe's voice dwells in silence. As you breathe softly, envision yourself floating gently among the stars, carried on slow currents of light and gravity. Each breath you take syncs with this cosmic rhythm, your thoughts like peaceful clouds drifting across a night sky. The universe doesn't rush, it develops in patient stages, building complexity with tenderness. The atoms forged in the hearts of stars are the very building blocks of our oceans, our forests, our dreams. In their ordered heartbeats, there is a paternal promise that even in the vastest spaces, harmony can be found. And so tonight, as you drift toward sleep, remember this: your connection to the cosmos is intimate and undeniable. You carry within you the echoes of exploding stars, the quiet glow of distant suns, and the slow dance of gravity's embrace. You are a note in this vast silent symphony, an essential part of the melody that moves gently through time and space. Let the stars be your guide, soft and steady. Let their ancient light usher you into peaceful dreams, where curiosity and calm intermingle, and the wonder of the universe cradles you like a lullaby. Rest now, tender traveler of the night sky, wrapped in the silent music of the stars. In the quiet hush of night, the stars begin their timeless dance, soft sparks lighting the velvet sky. As we drift deeper into the cosmos' gentle embrace, let us follow the light from those distant suns and discover how they connect us all. Their whispers tell stories of beginnings, endings, and endless wonder. In their steady glow, we find a calm reminder: the universe is vast, yes, but always near. Imagine the night as a great, velvety blanket spread wide across the world, sprinkled with the faintest pinpricks of shimmering light. These pinpricks are stars so distant and small from where we stand, yet each one a blazing furnace, a sun like our own Earth's sun, burning steadily in a dance that has lasted for billions of years. As you settle into your bed, feeling the soft weight of the day melt away, let your mind gently float upward to those quiet stars above. When you look up, you might notice they don't just twinkle for beauty, though they certainly do that well. They are messengers, carrying secrets held in the light they send across the vast ocean of space and time. That light began its journey long before your story began tonight, traveling across the darkness at a speed so fast it's hard to imagine. 186,000 miles per second. This means some of the stars you're seeing started shining long before humans walked the earth, before oceans formed or forests grew tall. Each star is a storyteller, whispering tales from the very dawn of the universe. Let's imagine choosing one star among countless others, a warm, steady one, much like our sun. Nearby, orbiting in a delicate balance of gravity and motion, could be worlds that shimmer quietly, wrapped in blankets of air or bathed in soft light, just waiting for something, like life. That star, a giant nuclear fire burning deep within, creates the light and warmth that shape everything around it. It lives in a delicate balance, constantly fusing lighter elements into heavier ones, releasing radiant energy that travels far, far across the cosmos, reaching planets like Earth and warming their surfaces. Those stars, though, don't shine forever. Much like our own lives, stars have beginnings, middles, and ends. Some may burn hot and fast, their brilliant light fading quickly as they exhaust their fuel. Others, smaller and steadier, shine softly and last for billions of years, stable companions in the endless night. When a star's fuel finally runs out, it may quietly fade away, or explode in a breathtaking supernova, scattering its rich materials, carbon, oxygen, nitrogen into space. Those scattered elements become the building blocks for new stars, new worlds, new life. So, in a poetic way, every atom in your body was once part of a star that lived and died long ago. Now, as you sink deeper into relaxation, picture the Milky Way, soft smear of light, stretching across the sky, a crowded city of stars, each with its own story. Our solar system, with the sun and earth and moon spiraling in their ancient dance, is just one quiet neighborhood in this cosmic city. But close neighbors we are, bound by gravity and time, part of a larger story unfolding in the vast depths above. Have you ever thought about how the night sky connects us all? No matter where you are on Earth, whether under a canopy of city lights or the darkest wilderness, the stars you see join you, with people across oceans, mountains, and deserts. Around these stars, people have gazed for millennia, weaving stories, myths, and dreams beneath the same silent watchers. They guided sailors home, reminded farmers when to plant, and inspired poets and dreamers alike. As you breathe deeply, let yourself feel connected to that ancient thread, a line reaching from your quiet bedroom, through space and time, to that distant star. Imagine a gentle pulse flowing through that line, the same pulse that drives the stars, plants, oceans, and every heartbeat on Earth. It's the rhythm of the universe, steady and true. Some of the stars seem fixed, but they too are moving, drifting slowly through the vast galaxies. Even our own sun journeys around the center of the Milky Way at an incredible speed, completing one orbit every 225 million years. This cosmic voyage is a slow and grand ballet, unfolding without hurry, but with infinite purpose. When you feel those eyelids growing heavy, let your thoughts rest on the idea that the universe itself is a place of calm amazement. Among the endless swirls of stars and clouds of cosmic dust, there are places still quiet, waiting for discovery. Each star's light you see tonight has traveled a long road to reach you. A gift from the depths of space to your very eyes. Now, picture the night turning darker as thick clouds pass, hiding the stars for a moment, creating a pause in their cosmic song. This darkness is peaceful, not empty. It's the perfect quiet for dreams to grow, a blank page where your imagination can wander freely among those stars once more. With each breath, you feel more a part of this gentle universe, embraced by the cool calm of night. Before you drift fully into sleep, remember this: the stars aren't just faraway lamps. Each one is a chapter in an unending story that we are lucky enough to glimpse, a story that began long, long ago and will continue long after tonight. Their silent presence above reminds us that we, too, belong to something vast and beautiful. So, as you close your eyes under the same sky the ancients once saw, let the whisper of the stars lull you softly toward dreams. Feel the steady beat of the cosmic dance, the gentle pull of gravity, and the endless flow of light reaching out to comfort and inspire. Carry with you the quiet wonder that the night sky brings, a peaceful reminder that beyond our little world, the universe holds infinite stories waiting, just like you, to be discovered. Good night, and may your dreams be as endless and luminous as the stars themselves. In the stillness of night, your body hums a hidden tune, a symphony of rhythms, gentle and true, an ancient dance with light and shadow, time and tide, guiding your breath, your dreams, your rest, inviting you softly to the peaceful embrace of sleep. As you settle into the comforting folds of your bed, imagine a hidden orchestra unfolding within you. This orchestra plays a melody both timeless and intimate, natural rhythm that your body and mind have followed for millions of years. It's your circadian clock, a quiet conductor guiding the pace of your days and nights, urging your heart to beat steadily, your eyes to flutter closed, and your mind to drift gently into the realm of dreams. Your circadian clock is like a delicate moonlight dancer, moving slowly in time with the rising and setting of the sun. It listens to the whispers of light that filter through your eyelids, to the subtle shifts of darkness outside your window, and to the soft calls of the night. This inner timekeeper doesn't rush or stop, flows like a river, steady and measured, ensuring your body's needs unfold in a perfect, soothing sequence. Within you, every cell keeps time with this rhythm. Genes switch on and off, as if following the delicate strokes of a paintbrush on a canvas. Hormones, those tiny messengers coursing through your veins, rise and fall like waves beneath a calm sea. Melatonin, the gentle harbinger of night, whispers to your body that it's time to slow down, to breathe deeper, and to let go of the day. Cortisol, its brighter twin, wakes you softly at dawn, nudging your senses to life. Picture this clock as a garden of sunflowers, all turning their faces toward the sun, opening and closing in harmony with the hours. Your body's cells are just like those flowers, responding to signals from your internal clock and from the world outside. When the moon climbs high and the stars sparkle, your garden begins to close its petals, preparing for the quiet of night. When the sun breaks the horizon, the petals unfold again, ready to soak in the new day's warmth. But this rhythm is not rigid. It is a dance of balance and flexibility. Sometimes, the slow dragging hands of your clock fall out of sync with the world's light and dark. Jet lag, late nights, or screens glowing softly into your room can confuse your internal timekeeper, scattering your sunflower garden in odd directions. Your body responds with tired eyes, wandering thoughts, and restless limbs. And yet, with patience and gentle care, your clock finds its way back, embracing the darkness and the dawn once more. Delve deeper into this symphony, and you find yourself at the heart of sleep, itself a state where your body and mind perform some of their most vital work. Sleep is a tender mystery, a secret garden where memories are pruned and nurtured, where your cells repair and renew with quiet purpose. It is a time when your breath slows to a rhythmic lullaby and your heart settles into a calm cadence. Scientists describe sleep in stages: a sleepy waltz through light dreams, deep restoration, and the curious realm of REM, where your mind paints stories in color and movement. Each stage flows into the next, like waves upon a shore, together forming an unbroken lullaby that sustains your health and happiness. Your brain, often bursting with thoughts and worries during the day, learns to soften in sleep, filtering out the noise and tuning in to the essential frequencies of well-being. In this softened state, your neurons whisper to one another in gentle pulses, clearing away fragments of the day and preparing you for the morning's fresh light. As your body rests, it orchestrates a quiet symphony of regeneration. Tissues heal, muscles relax, and your immune system, your silent guardian, strengthens its defenses. Even your heart takes the night to slow down and steady its rhythm, conserving energy for the voyage of another day. Imagine yourself floating in a peaceful lagoon where each ripple harmonizes with the moon's subtle pull and the tides of your breath. The ebb and flow of sleep is as natural and recurring as the ocean itself, a reminder that rest is not just a pause, but a vital tide pulling you toward balance. The sky outside continues its ancient dance. Stars twinkle, clouds drift, and perhaps the moon glides gracefully through its phases. Your mind, attuned to this cosmic rhythm, feels itself matching pace with the universe. It is here, in this state of calm connection, that sleep becomes a gifter, gentle unfolding into renewal. In the quiet moments before sleep, the world feels softer, muted as if wrapped in a silken shawl. Your thoughts slow, your worries soften, and your breath becomes the steady pulse of a distant drum. You enter a sanctuary carved by countless quiet nights, a place both ancient and uniquely your own. As you welcome this peaceful transition, consider the immense magic woven into your body's clock. It is a marvel of evolution, a silent song, painted by genetics, sunlight, and timeless cycles. It links you not only to the earth beneath your feet, but to the vast cosmos above, to the rhythms of days and seasons, tides and moonlight. And so, as your eyes grow heavy and your body relaxes, let yourself be cradled by this timeless rhythm. Trust the symphony within you to carry you safely through the night, to nurture each cell, and to gather your dreams like soft fallen leaves. When you awaken, the sun will rise again, and your garden of sunflowers will bloom bright and true. But for now, surrender to the gentle sway of your body's clock, to the subtle pull of night, and to the quiet music of the stars. Rest well, dear traveler. The night is yours to embrace. The symphony plays on.